Today I'll show you what you need if you want to levitate like David Blaine. Hello everybody, Josh Birch here, and I thought that today we could talk about what you need if you want to learn how to levitate like David Blaine. That's not clickbait. Today I'm actually going to talk about what you need to do to get as close as possible to performing a David Blaine style levitation. We'll get to that in just a moment, but first I want to try something a little bit different. I want to try to perform an interactive magic trick with you through the camera. If you guys want to participate, go ahead and pause the video and go get 5 cards. You can use 5 playing cards or 5 business cards, 5 credit cards, or even $5 bills will work just fine. This is going to be an observation test, so I guess we'll see how you do. Alrighty, so here's how this one goes. If you follow my directions exactly as I give them, the magic should happen for you, okay? It looks like this. You're going to take the 5 cards, all of them will be facing the same direction, okay? Take the top card, I'm going to turn it face up, place it on the bottom of the pack. The next card will go exactly as it is on the bottom of the pack. The next card will be turned face up and placed on the bottom of the pack. The next one will be placed exactly as it is on the bottom of the pack. The new top card will be turned over and placed exactly where it is on top of the pack. We'll then turn the whole packet over. The new top card will be turned over just like this. Then when I snap, all of the cards should be facing the exact same direction. If they weren't facing the same direction for you, we'll try it again. Just correct your mistake. We'll try it again a little bit faster. Take the top card, turn it over, place it on the bottom of the pack. Take the new card exactly as it is, place it on the bottom of the pack. Take the next card, turn it over, place it on the bottom of the pack. Take the new card exactly as it is, place it on the bottom of the pack. There's a new card on top of the deck. We're going to turn it over, place it exactly where it is, and turn everything over just like that. We'll then place the top card face down on top of the deck, and we'll snap, and of course all 5 cards turn out to be the same direction. If that didn't work for you, we'll try it again. We'll correct your mistake. We'll go through it again. Make sure that all the cards are facing the same direction, okay? Take the top card, turn it face up, place it on the bottom of the pack. Take the next card exactly as it is, place it on the bottom of the pack. The next card, we'll turn it over, face up, place it on the bottom of the pack. The next card, exactly as it is, will go on the bottom of the pack. At this point, the cards should look like this. You should have a face down, face up, face down, face up, face down card. You'll then square them all up. Okay, you've got the top card. We're going to turn it face up, place it exactly where it was. We'll then turn everything over, and you'll see that there's a new card on the top. We'll turn that card over by itself on top of the deck. And then snap, and all of the cards turn to be the exact same direction. So that's a little bit different, right? Interactive magic can be like kind of wishy-washy online. If you're not playing along, then it can feel like I'm like Dora the Explorer, and they ask you a question and I just wait for you guys' response. It can be a little bit awkward, right? It also, sometimes the methods are kind of transparent because you can watch them over and over and over again. So if you do figure out the trick, make sure to avoid any spoilers and maybe just post a winky face in the comments below. That'll let us know that you figured it out. If you didn't, or if you like that kind of video, also let us know in the comments below. So that kind of interactive trick works really well live as well as it does on camera. If you're live, then you can hand out a whole bunch of cards to everybody and they can all kind of play along. If you want to learn how to do that kind of trick, check out this book, The Art of Astonishment, Volume 3 by Paul Harris. If you're unaware, Paul Harris is a close friend and mentor of David Blaine's, and this book actually has a whole bunch of hidden gems as well as some of the magic that David has performed on television. So go check it out. This is one of the best magic books out there for street magic or close-up magic in general. Alright, let's get into the actual reason that you clicked on this video. You probably want to learn how to levitate like David Blaine. If you clicked on this video because you think that you're actually going to be able to fly, then I'm sorry to disappoint you. We're going to learn some resources and methods that you can use to give the impression that you know how to fly, right? It's an illusion, a magic trick. So if you want to learn how to do a magic trick, then this is the video for you, okay? I know that's weird to explain. Most of you are like, no duh, I get it. But some people may click on this video thinking that David Blaine is really like the spawn of Satan and that he can actually fly. He's not, and we're going to try to explain to you why that's the case. Also, understand that we don't have the same resources that somebody like David Blaine would have, right? When you're out there performing for your friends and family, you don't have a production crew, you don't have a TV crew that can help you out and make your magic look awesome. So we're going to be able to get real close to what David Blaine does on TV, but we won't be able to replicate it completely. Also, for magicians, we need to understand that there are methods to all of this magic. There are limitations with every single method that I'm going to put forth here. I know it's disappointing. It's like some magicians just wish that we could get out and actually perform real magic. That's not the case with this. So just keep that in mind as we discuss some of these different ways that you can levitate like David Blaine. Before I actually get into the list, I want to remind everybody to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that you're notified whenever we post a new video. Now without further ado, let's get into this. The first place that you need to start is by learning and mastering the Balducci levitation. Now I can feel some of you guys rolling your eyes at me and thinking that this isn't the trick for you, but this is just the start. Understand that the Balducci levitation is a classic for a reason and that many magicians have used it to make their reputation. A few years ago, Paul Harris enlisted the help of America's Got Talent winner Shin Lim to explain the Balducci levitation. This video was called Self-Levitation 2.0, and if you guys have tried the Balducci levitation, you've had issues in the past, or you're willing to try it again, you want to learn it for the first time, this is a great video for you to go check out. There's a lot of troubleshooting and a lot of ways that you can perform this and really get the most out of this self-levitation. As a bonus, Morales also teaches a self-levitation of his own invention. It closely resembles the wild levitation, if you're familiar with that Penguin sold a long time ago. Basically, you take off your jacket, you put it down on the floor, and as you lift up the jacket, your feet lift off the floor. My preferred presentation for this is actually not to use a jacket, it's to use a cardboard box without a top or bottom. And you step inside the cardboard box, and then as you lift the box, your feet lift off the floor as well. That's just a bonus tip. It kind of helps to work with your angles. People on your far sides, and they might see something. So this helps it out a little bit in my opinion. So there's an old story about David Blaine going to the doctor with bricks on his feet, and he'd take the bricks off and then he'd slowly rise up off of the floor. If you want to perform the same thing, if you want to go prank your own doctor, then you could do that with the Balducci levitation. The Balducci levitation works by itself, but there are a couple ways that you can take your levitation to the next level, pardon the pun. One of those ways is with an idea from Brent Braun. He has developed a way that you can convince your audience that you levitated maybe a foot or more off of the ground. He calls his ideas the Balducci levitation, and it's all written up in the 2016 June edition of Penguin Magic Monthly. The best part about this is that you film yourself while performing the trick. So then afterwards, you can share that video with your friend and have tangible evidence that you levitated about a foot off the ground. If you are already familiar and comfortable with the Balducci levitation, then you need to check out this article. The entire magazine is like $7. And there's a whole bunch of other magic that you learn inside of its pages. A word of warning, this is a fairly elaborate presentation, and it's a presentation that is best for a casual performance. It's not the kind of thing that you're going to close your show with. If you're interested in something that you want to perform on a stage, or that you can perform at any time, anywhere, and levitate 1 or 2 feet off of the ground, then you'll be interested in the next thing that I talk about. For the last levitation, we're going to talk about a Criss Angel levitation. This was available on Criss Angel's Masterminds Volume 2, and it's a self-levitation where you can levitate up to about 2 feet. So the positive for this is that you can levitate up to about 2 feet by yourself. You don't need to have a camera crew. You don't need to have a team with a forklift lifting you up. You can do it all by yourself. But the negatives, there are a few. It's an expensive levitation if you're just going to perform randomly for strangers. Also, it's not impromptu like the Balducci levitation. There is an apparatus that you have to wear in order to make this levitation work. And finally, you do need to, just like in David Blaine's videos, you do need to face away from your audience while you perform this. Personally, I believe that this is one of the most practical, versatile levitations out there. You can perform it on the street and levitate a few inches off the ground, or you can, as part of like a formal presentation, levitate from the ground up onto a chair. I'm not a huge fan of Criss Angel. He rubs me wrong in a lot of ways, but I really think that this was a smart idea and it really looks like a great levitation. So that's what you need if you want to levitate like David Blaine. Some of these presentations are going to take a lot of bravery to perform, but if you actually put yourself out there, you'll find that you have a couple reputation makers. So I'd like to thank you all for watching and have a great day, guys.